Hello, ladies and gentlemen, brothers, sisters, friends, comrades on the YouTube, to my family, and to my beautiful bride who is fast asleep. It is 10:30 here in beautiful downtown Compton, California. I'm in the LA area, and I thought I'd do something a little bit different. I don't usually do this, and it would require some editing, so wish me luck there. I'm old, so anyway, I thought I'd just kind of keep you on track for what's going on in this delivery, this particular load. This load has 3 deliveries attached to it. The first one is where I am now. I'm at a Ralph's distribution center, Kroger, Food for Less, etc. In Compton, and I've got a third of a load for this particular outfit, and then as soon as I'm done here, I head on to Brea and go into an Albertsons distribution center there. Now, my appointment here was at 10 p.m. I was backed into a door at 10:10. Can't complain about that. I'm still waiting for them to start to unload me. It's, as I said a minute ago, about 10:30. So I'm still waiting for them to get started on me. They sent me a text that said we've started unloading your truck, which it's just a routine text. It's not something that they do when you actually start unloading, or they actually start unloading. It's just part of their little automated system, letting you know to stay in the truck. Don't call us, we'll call you. I got to give them a relay code because they actually get paid to unload this truck. It's a lumper situation here in Compton at Ralph's, and so as soon as I get that payment text, then I can go back to the window and pick up my paperwork. Then my next load delivers at 3 a.m. in Brea. Again, that's an Albertsons. So hopefully I'll get there. In and out would be great. And then I have the last stop for this load is in Santa Fe Springs at a Unified Western distribution center. And that's my last stop. So it's going to be a long night. I don't do nights well. I don't do nights well at all. But I did get a pretty good nap. I drove yesterday 590 miles from Clearfield, Utah, down to Baker, California. Baker was about 185 miles from where I am now. So I left Baker at about 6:30 this evening, and I got here in like 9:30. So it worked out perfect. About a 3-hour drive. Not too bad. Pretty slick drive, actually. And what I do like about this night shift is that there isn't any traffic. And in LA, that's amazing. So I won't have any traffic going to Brea. I will have traffic going to Santa Fe Springs because I don't have to be there until 8 o'clock in the morning. But what I'd really like to be able to do is leave Brea and drive straight to Santa Fe Springs and just park on the street or somewhere close to where I can then check in at 8 o'clock. So my light's still green here. It's been green ever since I got here. It hasn't turned red yet. When it turns red, then I will be getting unloaded and continuing to wait for those text messages that I spoke of earlier. Then I'll go get my paperwork. All right, then. So stand by, and I'll be back shortly with something else. All right, hang loose. Well, I'm still waiting. It's now 11:22, and they haven't touched me yet. So I've been here almost 2 hours. I'm about 12 minutes off of 2 hours. Let me show you that. Okay, so see where my sleeper berth provision is on, and right here tells me how long is on my shift and how long is on my cycle. So I have 19 hours and 43 minutes. That's plenty to get me home. I got no problem with that. But the problem is right here, because now I have just under 9 hours to complete these deliveries. However, with the sleeper berth on, this provision, when this turns to 2 hours, I believe this will change back to whatever it started with when I put myself in sleeper berth. I didn't look at it, so I don't know. But it should change after 2 hours in sleeper berth. I kind of hope I'm here for 3 hours, to be honest with you, and it looks like I'm easily on that trail. So that's good, because then that means I'll only have to have a 7-hour break if indeed it comes to that. And I believe it will. So we'll see how it goes. Hang loose. Woo-woo! Now we have a red light. Oh, and some activity in the back of the trailer. Okay? Okay. It's 20 after 12. So I definitely did succeed in my sleeper berth extension. See here? Almost 3 hours. And look what jumped up. See that? Alright, so what this means is now I'll only have to have a 7-hour break, most likely after my 8 o'clock. We'll see. We'll see. Hang in there with me. Alright, so I made it to Brea. See Albertson's distribution center. I'm already backed into a door. It's 3:30. This place doesn't open until 3. I didn't know that. I thought it was a 24-hour facility. And so I pull up to the front of this joint, which is that way from me. And there were trucks lined all the way down the street. So I'm like, yeah, I'm waiting for all these guys. I got a 3 o'clock appointment. But I didn't realize that it opens at 3. So I pulled in because I got here about 2:30. And that was like leaving directly from Compton and came over here to Brea. Drove straight here and got here at 2:30. That's how long I was in Compton. So I pull up here and I pulled right in. Got to the guard shack and homie was liking to chase me down. It's like, we're not open yet, man. We open at 3. What time's your appointment? I said 3. He goes, go park out on the street. I'm like, what? And behind all them guys, I'm like, nah, that ain't happening. So I, zigged and zagged, and I got turned around and came back. And I mean, I parked right in the middle of the street. 4 ways of flashing, right in like a small center comedian area, right outside the driveway. And I caught a lucky break, and about 4 trucks back had to stop for a car. That's when I went in. I wasn't very well liked, but I don't care. I don't give a damn about anybody out here. I'm out here for me. I have an appointment. I made my appointment, and now I'm in a door, and that's all. I don't care about another thing about that. Doesn't bother me a bit. You do what you got to do. So they were looking at me pretty hard when I was walking up to the guard shack, though, with my paperwork. But I don't care. I I do not care. So anyway, here we sit, 3:34, and just waiting to get unloaded here in Brea. So we'll keep you at post. Well, still here. I've been here and in sleeper berth on this campus for, I'm a minute and a half shy of 6 hours. So if I'm here for one more hour, then I will have fulfilled my 7-hour break in the sleeper berth. That would then give me all the hours back that I had when I got here, which would be helpful because then I could probably be able to leave, hopefully, my next stop that I am now almost an hour late for because of these people. Capstone, don't forget that name. So because of this, I'm late for my next one. Well, I mean, if I just wait for another hour, I'll have all my hours back. So, I mean, there's a strategy there. I'm already an hour late. They've already lined me up for trying to be there by 10. You know, it's just this, it's ridiculous, this lumper racket. It's just unbelievable that I actually, and I'm not even a fully loaded truck for these people. They're leaving pallets on my truck and they take what's theirs, but then they got to count everything. And then that's when they get done with the paperwork and send it up to the receivers up here that I go speak with. So I just did that. I walked up there and said, hey, I've already paid you guys. Why am I still here? Oh, we're waiting on your bills to come in from the warehouse. Okay. It makes no sense to even ask them, well, do you know how long that's going to be? They don't know. They don't care. They don't care. They're just shuffling paperwork and, you know, just sitting in this little building over here. So anyway, I sit here and wait until I march along. I've already talked to my dispatcher. She's well aware of what's going on. And it's a waiting game. We're at their mercy. There's nothing we can do about it, but I've been here for 6 hours. I might as well be here for one more and then get my hours back. So I'll keep you at post as far as how all this goes. I don't know. Time will tell. Stand by. Finally made it. Last stop. 8 hours. 8 hours. I was at Albertsons. 8 hours. Honestly, that's beyond absurd. That's the longest I've been anywhere for any reason. They said that they had some kind of a problem with their night crew and they got started 4 hours late for my 3:30 appointment. They didn't even start anybody until 7, and then they didn't get done with me until 10:45. So I don't know what time it is now because this thing just says 7 p.m. It's not 7 p.m. I don't know how that happened, but it's a little afternoon here in Santa Fe Springs. So this is my last stop, and I can't wait to get this over with. We'll see how it goes. Should be much quicker than the last stop without even question. The first stop itself was 4 hours. So should be, I would think, out of here before that because they take their last truck here at 1:30. It's either they take the last truck at 1:30 or they leave at 1:30. So I can't believe I'm going to be out of here any later than 2:30-ish. If I'm later than 2:30, I'd be amazed. But I don't think I will be, so that's definitely a bonus, and appreciate it, man. I'm ready to go home. I was just telling my love, I feel like it's like 5 o'clock already. No, babe, it's Only noon. Oh my goodness. Feels late. Feels real late. But anyway, this guard at the guard shack was very helpful. This is a tight place. This is a real tight place. Matter of fact, why don't you let me show you? Sorry for the unprofessionalism. So here's where the guard shack is. He's a cool dude over there. And then you come in right there, and then you got to go that way. Well, see the nose of this Kenworth right next to me? And the reefer units, that's not a whole lot of area to get a swing in. That would end up being probably a 45-ish rather than an alley dock, because an alley dock, I wouldn't be able to get my nose back around in front of me with those trailers there. I mean, I would, but it would be pretty tight. So dude let me go in and see where that truck is, and dude's walking right there. That's the outdoor. I parked way down there past that truck that's going by. There's a little street right there. See that little bobtail right there? I parked right in front of him, right in that spot right there, and I backed. I went straight ahead, did a U-turn in that cul-de-sac right there, and then dude let me come in the outdoor, make a U-turn, go right back out the entry, and then back into this spot all in one felt swoop. So that worked out great. That worked out really good, man. I told dude I appreciate you doing that, because I appreciate harder, or rather smarter, not harder. That's been my play for my entire working career. There's no sense in doing things the difficult way. If you know there's a smarter way to do it, then do it. But with this cat, I needed some permission to do it, and he was really, really cool about it, and I appreciate that. Because I'll tell you what, a lot of these guards that run their gates, man, they run a tight ship, and they don't do games. They're not into games. They're not into alternative practices. They're not. They're into their way or the highway. So it worked out to where I was able to, like I said, I did that U-turn, went, in the outdoor, out the indoor, and back into my hole right here, which was so nice. So to get out of here, I'll pull out the indoor again. I'll back up at an angle in between that KW and the reefer units that I just showed you, right kind of down that road, so that I can make the left over there. So should work out, should be pretty easy. And once again, I'm extremely appreciative for those guys working with me. Dude didn't have to do that, and I'm very gracious that he did. So anyway, we'll get back to you when we wind it up. And I have no idea how long this video is going to be. I have no clue. But kind of a unique situation. I'm kind of giving you my day's vlog, which I don't always do it that way. I got a lot of editing to do, and you know how I am with that stuff. I'm not very good at that stuff, but we'll be all right. All right then, so we'll be back. Hang loose. Well, made it home. Man, what a journey. It was like I left like 26 hours ago from Baker, and just now getting to the house. So what a journey. So now I'm going to be taking some quality time off. My love and I are going to chill like a vill. And man, I'm glad to be home. This has been quite a challenging last week and some change. So glad that's over with. And now I can enjoy some home time with my wife. Still debating a trip to Laughlin. Probably will, but Nothing's set in stone yet, that's for sure. So I got to do my paperwork. I didn't want to wait around and do my paperwork down there. I just figured I'll do it when I get back, and that's what I'm doing now, or will be doing as soon as I get off with this. So thanks for taking this journey with me. Sorry the video is so long, but you know, this is just a fraction of what my day seems like. It seems like it's long all the time. But that's trucking. So, you know, I'm home and I'm in Lancaster, otherwise known as Lancaster. This is where I park my truck, out in front of Bros. So, as soon as I get out of this truck, the swivel will be on, and we are in a red zone. I live in a red zone. Unbelievable. It never used to be a red zone, but it is now. So my head's up, my nose is up, my eyes are up, my head's on a swivel, and away I go. See what I mean? I'm tired as hell. I'm going to go take my wife out to dinner, and then I'm going to go to bed. In my bed. My brand new bed. Oh, yeah. So, looking forward to that. So, hey, thanks for taking the journey with me. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to the new subscribers. Got a few trickled in here in the last week or so. We appreciate it. You do, and I know you do know who love you. You're well aware of it. And I thank you for that too. So have a nice day. Have a nice several days, because I'm gonna. And I know I'm gonna have a good time no matter what I do. I hope you do as well. Peace.